Hello YouTube, how we doing? It's John the Barbecue Rockstar here today. Today is, what is today? Today's Wednesday, the 7th. I believe it's the 7th of September, 2022. And glad to be here. Glad you guys are here with me. Just want to check in with you guys. Today makes 4 weeks since my surgery, my spinal surgery. Doing okay. It's been a rough week this week. It's been probably the roughest week yet thus far in my recovery efforts. A lot of pain. I was without my pain pills from Friday. Actually, the last one I took was like 2 o'clock Friday morning until yesterday, which was Tuesday. It was Labor Day weekend, of course. The hospital pharmacy was closed for the weekend, so I couldn't get my pain pills. So it was a very brutal weekend, but we're back, we're here, pain pills on board, so we're doing better. So I've got 2 more weeks until I meet with my orthopedic surgeon, at which time he will take x-rays and possibly a CT scan to see how the firmware is in my spine. As most of you know, I had a 360-degree spinal fusion at L5-S1, which means they went in right here below my belly button. They moved my innards aside. They did cut through my stomach wall, my abdominal wall, to get in there, and then they moved all my lower intestine and my colon aside to get to my spine. They went in and removed what was left, and there wasn't much of it, of the disc. No barking. Sorry, the dog was about to bark. They removed what was left of the corrupted disc between L5 and S1. They went ahead and did that. They used for lack of a better term, a foundation jack to jack up my spinal column. And they wanted to get it to 25 centimeters to where they could go in and put a spacer, cage they call it. And so we did that, and they went ahead and put in that spacer and put in 4 screws in the front and a plate. They then flipped me over onto my stomach and went in through my spinal column. There are 2 3-inch incisions on either side of my spine where they went in and they did the same thing to my back. They went in and put 4 more screws in and a plate on the back to secure that hardware. Hold on. All right, sorry about that, guys. It was the Amazon Prime guy. Whenever they come, the dogs go ballistic, so I'm sorry about that. So anyway, they went in through the back also, went in and secured the implant with plates and screws and all that. So connected on either side are 5-inch rods, titanium rods. Basically, the thought is they're going to fuse everything, the L5 and the S1. Well, let me back up. Inside the insert, right? So the little polymer carbon fiber insert, right? The implant that they used. There are little holes inside there. What they did is they took a hypodermic needle and they put in some human growth, basically fake marrow, to promote bone growth, right? So the thought is bone growth would go all the way around 360 degrees, the L5 and the front and the back of the S1, the sacrum, okay? Making it basically, in essence, all one big bone, right? So it's going to be calcified on both sides with natural bone. That's the thought. So very invasive surgery. It was 8 hours, 45 minutes, roughly thereabouts. Of course, I was out. Last thing I remember was, Mr. Dees, you're going to go under anesthesia here, and just go ahead and count to 5 for me. And I think I got to 3, and lights out for the rock star. Lights out. So anyway, yeah, it was pretty invasive, but you know, I have very, very fortunate. I have one of the best surgeons in Texas taking care of me. So anyway, I'm back. I'm here, guys. I still, unfortunately, cannot move my smoker out to the driveway where I do most of my cooking videos because I'm not allowed to lift more than 5 pounds. no bending, no twisting, no standing for more than 15 minutes at a time. Obviously no alcohol, no tobacco. So I've been without a cigar for, what, 6 weeks now? No, I'm sorry, 8 weeks. Cigars are a very big part of my life. Some of you know that, some of you don't, but cigars are really, really big to me. And of course, no alcohol. I haven't had any alcohol in 8 weeks. So anyway, all that to say this, we are on the mend, guys. We are on the mend. I look to be cooking, excuse me, pardon me, burping. I look to be cooking here sooner rather than later. But for the meantime, guys, what we're going to do is, you see some of these guitars behind me. These are just a few in my collection. I think what we're going to do, because it's a lot easier on my back, is I'm going to do a guitar a week, little showcase, if you will, like a little chronicle, whereby every Friday, starting this Friday, I'm going to take one of these guitars. I am going to play a little bit of hopefully a non-copyrighted little riff that hopefully won't get stricken by the copyright gurus out there. And I'm going to basically tell you a few little factoids about that guitar that lead it to still be in my collection. I'm a trader. I buy guitars, I sell them, I fix them up, I sell them on. I trade for different guitars. Excuse me. I am a local musician here in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. I do have a band called Rocket Queen DFW, which is a Guns N' Roses tribute band. The best band on the planet ever, other than probably Zeppelin and the Stones, would be Guns N' Roses. And I play guitar in that band and do a little bit of backup vocals, which nothing to brag about. My singing kind of sucks. So anyway, guys, we're going to start doing that. We're going to give you a little factoid on each of these guitars, play a little bit for you, let you hear these guitars, and let you know what's special about them. Because, like I said, I've been a collector my whole life. I just started playing guitar about 6 years ago. I really, really, really love music my whole life. I've been dedicated to music. Like I said, I never really had time to learn to play guitar till about 6 years ago. My life got to a point where I could slow down a little bit and afford the time it takes to play guitar and to learn it somewhat efficiently. There was a time when I was playing 40 to 50 hours a week learning the Guns N' Roses catalog. And that's what it took, was 40 to 50 hours a week, 8 or 9 hours a day sitting there on YouTube and on my little tablature books learning guitar for the Guns N' Roses stuff, which I play Izzy Stradlin, rhythm guitar player. So I love music, I love guitars, I love food, I love cooking, I love gambling. So we're going to mix a bunch of this stuff in, try to get our viewership up. I've been active on YouTube about a year now. I opened the channel 2 years ago. I only put up 2 videos the first year. But this year I've been plugging along pretty good. And unfortunately, for whatever reason, whatever I'm doing is not grabbing the masses. So because of my lifestyle, I have a lot of varying interests. I think I'm going to start incorporating a lot of those interests into my channel to where it's not just barbecue cooking. I'm an outdoorsman, so I'm always out on my pontoon boat. I'm always out fishing, exploring the several lakes we have around here in North Texas. So I'll start showing you some of that when it cools off a little bit. Obviously music, cooking, and if I ever get well enough to get back to the casino, we'll start going live and showing you some of my gambling stuff. Although I lost my ass pretty bad and I kind of quit gambling for a while. So maybe we'll pick that back up, maybe we won't. But guys, I just need to keep you guys entertained. I want to keep you active in my community. I actively support, now more than ever, because I'm somewhat inactive on my channel, is I'm out supporting everybody else's. I'm trying to help others grow. I'm trying to lend my support to them and tell my friends about different smaller channels that are trying, like me, who are trying to come up. YouTube is kind of a crazy little algorithm in and of itself, right? So it's kind of weird, man. It's not very pure. It's not very pure at all. You can subscribe to a guy's channel and 2 days later, see that you're unsubscribed. I didn't unsubscribe. Well, YouTube unsubscribes if you don't go on there, and if you're not active on their channel, you're gone. You have to resubscribe. Probably half the folks that I've subscribed to, I've had to resubscribe at least once. So Anyway, guys, I just want you guys to get to know me a little bit more as a person and not just this YouTube creator who cooks barbecue and tells you that you're doing it wrong and plays guitar and tells you that, you can play guitar too. I'm more than that, guys. I'm a guy that has a lot of interests, and just like you guys, I want to share it with everybody, but evidently I'm not very interesting. People aren't really grabbing it. So we're going to start throwing a lot more content at you, and you never know what you're going to get. I think I'm going to have to start doing thumbnails, like real professional thumbnails, to get your attention. For those who have been following me, hey man, I really appreciate it. For the new people, all the new people who have just found me through other channels, man, thanks a lot. Really appreciate it. And we are going to try our very best to engage you a little bit better than what we have in the past. So the surgery's going well, or the recovery from the surgery's going well. We are on the mend. We've got a long way. The recovery time, guys, total time should be about a year. You can imagine your whole spine being reconfigured and having a prosthetic basically put at the base of your spine. You can understand how that would really, that being the load-bearing part of your entire body, and being a nerve center as well, you can see how that might take a long time to heal. So we're a long way off, guys, but we are going to make it fun for you as much as we possibly can. And by the grace of God, we're still here and we're healthy. And I've got all you wonderful friends out there. So I'm sorry about the long diatribe. I'm going to send you out with this little playing bit here. Hope that you enjoy it. And I'll know who's watching my videos to the end, because you're the only ones that are going to see this little bit on guitar, which I believe is going to be that guy right there. Enjoy, guys. Love you. Barbecue Rockstar out.